Welcome to See You on the Internet, a podcast exploring life, love, and the pursuit of happiness in the age of the internet. We're your hosts.
I'm Kate.
And I'm Nicole.
Let's get into it.
And we're off. We're off to the races.
Off to the races.
I am actually reading a cowboy romance right now titled that, so it's kind of top of mind for me.
Are you reading multiple books at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So yesterday, obviously, you know that I finished Golden Sun, second book in the Red Rising trilogy.
I do know that.
Yesterday. And then last night I wanted to read, but I didn't have anything to read before Brimstone came out today.
Mm-hmm.
So I had downloaded a cowboy romance like before I started Red Rising. So I just picked that back up.
Always got to have a cowboy romance kind of like simmering underneath. Like it's always kind of there.
Yeah.
For comfort.
You know, it's like if I'm ever just kind of like, oh, this is too much fantasy for me right now, like I need to just pick up a little saucy little contemporary cowboy. So
love that for you.
That's where I'm at. I'm juggling, and during my unemployment week, I'm juggling 3 different books.
Love.
Yeah.
Love that. I've been a little meh on the reading lately. I've been like having to like kind of force myself to make time for it. Yeah, I'm on book 4 of Red Rising, which I think is called Iron Gold.
I'm eager to hear what your thoughts on the back half, like the second trilogy is, because I do know that there's a time jump.
Yes.
And I was talking to my friend Allison, and she was like, I'm not reading the second half of the trilogy. She's like, I don't care about that. Like, I feel like it wrapped up really nicely. Like
it did. The first the first 3 books do wrap up really nicely as a trilogy, so that's like really good. But like Nick and all his friends, like they've read the whole thing. Nick is like almost done with the whole thing, so I was like, I'll do it. They were like, it's a little slower, but they still liked it. So
it is very much a boy book.
Oh, it's such a boy book. It's like ultimate
such a boy book. Oh,
it's like ultimate boy book.
I'm like, okay. Like the lack, again, the thing, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. But the lack, it would be made so much better if there was more kissing.
I don't know. I love it the way it is. You know me. Sometimes I need some books without kissing in it. Like oh, thank you. Oh, you heard the word kiss. Thank you very much. If you're not watching on YouTube, my dog is sitting on my lap getting his like world rocked right now with some scratches, and he heard me say the word kiss and really gave me some nice kisses. But sometimes I'm in the mood for like a boy book or a book without kissing as like the main plot.
Yeah, I think that's where we kind of deviate. I was telling all of my other friends that I was reading this book, and they were like, couldn't be for me. Couldn't be for me, not enough kissing. And I'm like, I know. And then I was like, yeah, I'm trying to read more nonfiction. And they're like, why? And I'm like, that's a really good question. Thank you so much. Well,
it's not nonfiction.
No, I know, but I'm saying this was another part of this conversation that I was having. And then I'm trying to read more nonfiction, and they're like, well, why would you do that? And I'm like, just because I think that I have to.
I mean, you don't have to do anything.
You're right. I don't. And
I'm not a nonfiction gal. I like a memoir, but I like to do like an audiobook for a memoir, which is crazy because, you know, I'm not an audiobook gal. Yeah. Like I actually hate I hate a fiction audiobook because I'm just like, I hate the voices you're giving to these people. That's not what they sound like.
The audiobook I ever listened to was the audiobook that when we were doing the Cursed Book Club, where his name was it Ryder? What was his? It was that Riot. It was that stupid book. What was it called? And they were like in some weird like sex cult in college.
But they were also like assassins or something. Yeah. Like I don't know, but everything about it I hated.
I didn't even finish the book, obviously, because it was so bad. But yeah, at one point, guys, we were doing a like bad book club where we would just pick the like most insane books and like read them and then get together. It started with Punk 57, right? That's what
Punk 54, 57?
something like that.
I hate that book with like literally such a deep passion. Like I hate it. I hate it. I hate that the central conflict is about prom. Like it's just like everything about it makes me so
And then he lives
mad.
in the abandoned. He lives in the abandoned amusement park.
No, like I can't. He like ran away from his like very good home and like is like living in an abandoned amusement park and like I just oh my god, and like the whole thing is about like prom and who's going to prom with who. Like and it's so angsty. Like that book made me so angry. Like so angry. Every piece of it made me so mad.
Yeah, but the best part about reading that book was that I now have a photo of you in a compromising position trying to do one trying to figure out what one of the sex positions was in that book.
Oh my god, yeah, what was that?
I don't even remember. I remember I saw the photo the other day though, and I was like, this is still so funny.
I can't remember which part that was.
Like when
it was in the car, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's just very similar to when I was trying to figure out the positions in the Onyx Storm. Yeah.
It's just people have too much imagination, but not enough skills to translate that imagination into words.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, yes, back to audiobooks. I hate an audiobook for a fantasy series because I just think I'm just like they're like ugh, like it gives me the ick.
Mm-hmm.
Them especially reading the kissing scenes, I'm like the way that like I actually my like sleep paralysis noise is the audio that goes around on TikTok all the time of Rhysand being like, "Do you like to see me on my knees?" And, like it literally like makes me audibly like need to gag. Like visceral reaction. I hate it. I'm like, I actually don't want to hear like a human man saying these things right now. Like
different sides of TikTok, I've never heard that audio.
No, it's I feel sick.
Which is crazy because I actually am a huge fan of audio erotica. And but I hate it being read in like an audiobook format for some reason. Like it doesn't translate.
It's just like I think what I am picturing is I'm like there's a human man somewhere.
Yeah. It's the same. It's giving
recording booth reading this, and like I just I'm taking me out of it. I want to hear their voices in my head. I want to just like kind of picture what I'm picturing, and like you're making it weird. So like I do not like an audiobook for like a fiction fantasy romance vibe, which I know is an unpopular opinion because a lot of our friends like love an audiobook. But I do love an audiobook for a memoir because sometimes when I'm reading a memoir, it can be very dry, but I do like when the person themselves is like reading it. Yeah. That's when I like an audiobook is when someone is reading it and it's from their own point of view and it's them.
It's like a podcast at that point.
Yes. And I'm like, this makes sense. This voice now makes sense with these words.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel. But I have been, I mean, you know, I'm a historical fiction gal. So that's kind of how I take the fantasy break.
Yeah. Yeah. I almost considered listening to the audiobook for Brimstone today while I was cleaning my couch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, well, now I got to spend 2 hours not reading this book. And I should listen to it on audio. And then I was like, I don't think I'm going to like it. I don't think I'm going to like it very much. Let's just put it on pause and I'll get back to it when I'm.
They just like, I don't know what it is. It just like really gives me the ick and it makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's the same as when I see men seriously trying to cosplay.
No, exactly. Because in my brain, I'm picturing one of those men reading this and I'm just like,
yeah,
please. you're ruining this for
It's
me.
just not doing it for me.
No, it's
yeah.
so unsexy.
Yeah. Not,
So anyways,
yeah.
yeah, I need to download Brimstone. Thank you for sending the Quicksilver little recap guide. Read that and was like, wow, I actually forgot this entire book.
Yeah.
There was so much of it that I forgot.
I had to call Carly this morning and be like, how serious are you working at your job right now? I have a couple of questions about how this book ended because she just reread it. But yeah, I mean, crazy concept. We've got vampires and fae. This is not a spoiler, but like for anyone who hasn't read Quicksilver, but you should be reading Quicksilver because it combines two of my favorite things, vampires and fae. So highly recommend reading it. The craziest thing about it is that Kate and Carly told me that I need to read this book, and I picked it up and put it down 2 chapters in. And then on the 3rd chapter is when it starts to get good. So I like put it down for like a few months, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get back into it. And then
you were like really
more chapter, and I was like,
you were like
so good.
refusing to read this book. Like we were,
I was not
like, and you were like, no, I don't like it. Like I'm like you were just like actually refusing to read it. And we're like, you just have to read it. Well, also I had to shame Carly today and say put some respect on my name because I was the first friend that she convinced to read this book after she did, and she forgot to put me in the group chat. She had to text me like, did you read Quicksilver? And I said, yeah, bitch, first.
That's true.
I was the first one that you got on this train. Put some respect on my name. I'm always reading things that you tell me to read.
Well, you know,
I'm always saying yes.
The problem is that I went into the book not reading anything. I didn't read the premise. I didn't look into anything about
me either.
Book. And I just was like, okay.
I said, I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. Whatever comes at me, I'm reading.
Don't really have anything to do with the rest of the book. Because
okay, well, and no fantasy book.
No, I know.
Feyre living in the fucking human world, going hunting for a deer.
I know.
Like that has nothing to do with anything.
I know. But I was just like, I was like, is this even a fae book? Like, I didn't even know. And also, the cover for that book is horrific.
No, the cover. It is the truest form of don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah. Like. That saying was created for Quicksilver. Like
Callie Hart got wise for the 2nd book. There's not an illustration. On the cover.
It looks like something that I created in Picnic in like 2009.
Yeah. I had to go to Instagram today to like see a fan art drawing of what Kingfisher looks like, because I was like, I picture him like from the book cover, and I actually hate that so much, and
I can't do it.
I don't want that.
So I need to do the same thing because the person that I always think of when I read the name Kingfisher is my dad's really into this like this singer. He plays like the saxophone or the trumpet too, and his name is Christoph Kingfish Ingram. Need you to know, Alex, I'm gonna need you to pop a picture of Christoph Kingfish Ingram up when you do this for YouTube. Just the largest black man, unbelievably talented.
I'm screaming.
No, like that. And I just am like, I actually can't take the name Kingfisher seriously.
That's our fae warrior.
Because of that. Like it's the only thing that comes to my head because my dad loves him. Yeah. And so like that's all I think of. So I do like in the books when they call him Fisher instead. I'm like, I can't, but also I just the name Kingfisher, I'm like, I can't. Like I just picture and like you read the little spicy scenes and I'm like, what are we calling the name Kingfisher out? Like no.
Well, it's one of the biggest
no.
When I'm swiping on dating apps is that I'm like, if I can't imagine myself saying your name in bed, then it's an automatic no. So this is like, Kingfisher? No, it's not doing it.
Kingfisher, like, I'm sorry, I'm also picturing a fish. Like at this point, I'm thinking of fish.
Well, it's a bird.
I know, but it has fish in it. So like when I'm thinking kingfisher, like I'm literally thinking about fish. And I'm like, this is just all so unsexy. I hate it. So I have to like kind of give him a new name in my brain.
Okay, so what is the sexiest male fantasy name for you? Are we screaming out, oh, Legolas?
Leggy. It's not Reese and, I'll tell you what, too long. Too many syllables.
Not even Reese? Reese is one
Reese.
syllable.
Reese. No, because now I'm thinking Reese Witherspoon.
Gay awakening, maybe?
Or like Reese's. Like, I don't know. Reese isn't it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Zayden. Zayden's kind of nice, I feel.
Okay.
Rowan is up there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Definitely not Kingfisher, I'll tell you what.
Even though he is kind of one of my top book boyfriends now.
No, I really love him.
Yeah.
Shame about his name.
Yeah, and I don't even think you could really like shorten it to just like Fisher. You wouldn't be enough.
You have to go something so lame, like King. Like, I'm not going there.
Yeah.
Your Majesty.
Yeah.
My lord. My liege.
You know what? This is making me think of, this is completely different, but I watched The Christmas X, I think, last night. I think that's what it was called, on Netflix. I'm in my watching like really shitty Christmas Hallmark type movies era.
Are you doing it along with Lily's Hallmark Hotties?
I am not. I am just on my own journey separately. But it was called The Christmas X. It was like Alicia Silverstone and then the other male actor who I knew, but I actually don't know his name. And the premise is that they're getting a divorce, and then she's dating her like husband, separated husband, is dating another woman. He brings her to Christmas. She like finds a date too, whatever. But it's really cute. They've been married for a long time, and they refer to each other as like, he calls her Al and she calls him Betty. And they were like, why? And he was like, oh, well, because like she was the first like environmentalist that I had ever met. So like at the time, the only other environmentalist I knew was Al Gore. And so I called her Al. And then she was like, and then, you know, the song, like, you can call me Al, like, you can call me Betty, you can call me Al. So I was like, actually, that's like really cute. And
that actually is very cute.
I do love how nicknames become like commonplace, and like how people get to the nickname that other people have for them. So like, as you were talking, you were like, okay, it would be like King, but then it would be like my lord, and then it'd be like my majesty. So like, I can see the leaps and bounds that we could get to like a good silly,
so that it like name, it would be that,
but it wouldn't be that. And so I'm like, I love that.
I actually love my liege. I would actually love to scream that out. Perfect.
I feel like I'm not capitalizing on nicknames enough.
No?
I feel like I should be giving people more nicknames. I feel like it's kind of a lost art.
No, I think you're right. I love a nickname. I love a nickname.
Do you have any nicknames?
Obviously, for myself?
No, that people call you. Obviously, I know what Nick refers to you as.
No, actually, I do. Allie Mason, Garteg, calls me Katrine.
Okay.
No idea why. Don't really know how we got there. It's a variation of Catherine. I call her Gilly.
Okay.
Because her middle name is Jillian, but spelled with a G. And so I used to call her Gilligan's Island, and it just kind of like morphed into Gilly. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a ton of nicknames. I feel like a lot of people, like, instead of like shortening my name into a nickname, like a lot of people do, because I go by like my shorter name, a lot of people just end up like, my nickname ends up being like my full name.
Yeah.
Like, people just start calling me Catherine.
Yeah.
Except I did have a nickname at work at 451 from our boy Howard.
Okay.
He used to call me Dongle because I was always losing my dongle to connect my Skull Candy corded headphones to.
It's always the
the
Skull
laptop.
Candy corded headphones. It's always those.
I am a loyalist, all right? I'm brand loyal, and I will always be using Skull Candy corded
You
headphones.
are. Although you were
So
asking in the chat the other day.
I know. Well, okay. Well, I do feel like I need some like over ear
Mm-hmm.
wireless. So the reason I don't like a wireless headphone is because I have really, really, really small ears and
Correct.
like really small ear canals. So I don't like they just don't stay in my ears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if they do, I have to like shove them in there and then they hurt my ears.
I know. So that's why you asked in the group chat, and I said,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
we're entering a new era.
So I think over ear are probably my best bet. For some wireless, I'm like I do need wireless headphones, but I just I don't like the in-ear
Yeah.
ones. So we'll see.
Okay.
But I will obviously be keeping my corded ones.
Yeah.
Because I will use those most of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a nickname that I had was because I was always losing my dongle. And so he just started calling me Dongle. And I guess that was a good one.
That is a good one.
Do you have any?
My friend Tori, you know Tori, but
I do.
never went for my.
I'm familiar.
The listeners probably don't know if I've mentioned Tori before. She calls me DJ because we used to have a radio show together, so she just calls me DJ. One nickname I have is like Nickelback, but like Nicoleback. Because I hated Nickelback in high school. My friends started calling me that to piss me off. And then I don't really have any other ones, though. People try to call me Nikki. I'm not a Nikki.
You're not.
I'm never a Nikki.
Here's the thing about me is I'm really good at giving people nicknames and like really making them stick to the point where like other people call them that nickname too, and then they accept it. Like Tina. She's never been a Tina. Her mom gets mad at me every time she hears me call her Tina. Her name's Christina. She hates Tina, but I just started calling her Tina, and now she's like, I like don't answer to Christina if you say it. Like it's weird if you call me that. And like Nick calls her Tina, and I got Jenna to call her Tina. Now everyone calls her Tina, and she like accepts it now. She's like, I kind of like Tina now. And I had a friend in college whose name was Lindsay. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, I started calling her Leonard. And then it like shortened into Leo. Mm-hmm. And then I started calling her Leo all the time, like literally in freshman year of college and like up until like the end of college. Like I was still calling her Leo and other people would call her Leo too. And she was like, yeah, I only answered a Leo from you. Like I'm a good nickname giver.
Yeah. Did you ever?
My mom calls Nick Nico.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever in high school or like middle school when you had a crush and you had to come up with like a code name for them? Was that ever a thing that you did?
Not really that like I can remember. I know you had.
Yeah, I had a lot.
But I did get I got a nickname because of someone that I had a crush on. Because like we all gave everyone on the I think it was during lacrosse. Everyone on the lacrosse team, like we all gave each other nicknames, and like that's what we would like call each other. And I had a crush on an older boy whose last name was Wells, and so they used to call me Wellesley.
Love that.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the most known thing like in the entire school. Like he knew it. Everyone knew it. I was just obsessed with him. I took photos with him at like prom. Like he was going to prom and like I showed up to photos and like we got a photo together. It was like literally me meeting a celebrity. It was my profile picture for a while on Facebook. Like
one thing about us is that like
not an ounce of shame in this girl.
We like this was actually like the only path forward for us in terms of obsession, because like what do you mean that like that's how we were acting with like very normal regular people in our lives?
No, like so normal.
No, same. Like I would be at the school dances and I'd be like, guys, take a photo of me like HSK's behind me. And I want you to know, like, I had this nickname for this man, HSK, hot sophomore kid. That was his name. He was a year older than me. And I didn't know his name when I coined him that. So that's what I said. We called him HSK. And that was like, no one ever refers to him. Like sometimes we'll use his full government name and everyone's like, who the fuck are you talking about?
You have to be like, no, HSK.
HSK.
All I'm thinking about right now is the photo of you on the beach on the Cape.
When I found out
that he was engaged.
It's actually similar to how I would feel when I find out that Danny Rick is engaged.
No, like
me falling
just tipped over in her chair. It's winter. She's wearing a sweatshirt. Just like vibes were so low.
I haven't seen that man in 15 years. But you know what? I'll never forgive my friend Allie for this. She made out with him in college. They went to the same college together, and then she was at a party and she made out with him, and she like texted me and she's like, oh my God, I made out with HSK. And I said, you bitch, I called dibs. It doesn't matter.
The time, there is no expiration date. Like,
this isn't a win for us, by the way. Like, this is not a win. Like, I'm actively mad at you.
Yeah. Like, that's a betrayal.
Not in a million years.
So deeply.
It doesn't matter. That should be me.
There is no statute of limitations on dibs.
No, there is not. And we learned that from How I Met Your Mother. Okay?
Exactly.
Okay? Yeah, I also had a crush in, I don't remember how we came up with his name, but his codename was Jeffrey. There was a theme because his name was also...
Okay, I need to know more about Jeffrey.
I don't know why we called him Jeffrey. Like, I truly, truly, truly can't remember why. But his codename was Jeffrey. His real name was Nick. Also Nick. HSK's name was also Nick. So, kind of also loved Nick Jonas. I don't know if it was like a theme for me back in the day. But anyway, yeah, his name was Jeffrey. And I wish I knew why we called him that. But I know there had to have been a jump, skip, and a leap to get us there. There had to be some connector, but it evades me in my old age.
You know what? Sometimes nicknames you just like...
You forget
the trail.
Yeah.
The breadcrumbs that brought you there. I don't think I had that many like nicknames for people that I had crushes on. Or really any, like, I like a nickname for someone like that I'm going to talk to, but like I think that when I was younger I just didn't have any shame about whether I was like talking shit about someone or had a crush. Like I was using full government names. Like me and my friend Allie, who was the one that I called Gilly. The thing that she and I talk about all the time is it is literally insane to us. There was a girl that we didn't like, worked with us in admissions at college. We're all tour guides. And this girl was just like, thought she was like, she was just like one of those like perfect people that she was just like really pretty and really nice and really smart and everyone loved her. And we were just like, this bitch, like we just like, she thinks she's like all that.
Yeah.
And she's not, but she kind of was. And we used to just talk shit about her on Facebook. But like act as if we were like using a nickname, but we were literally straight up using her name. And we always like get like Facebook memories of it, and like we'll send it to each other being like, what was our problem? Like, why were we doing this? What were we doing? Like, she could have seen this. And like
in the day when like your digital footprint was not as like readily accessible to everyone.
And I'm also just like, we literally had no reason to hate this girl.
She was minding her own business and she was living rent-free in your brains.
Just like, we just couldn't stand her. And we would be like, oh, like, we'd like write on each other's wall, be like, oh, I'm just like so busy being perfect. My name is Brooke. And like, but like using, like her name was Brooke. Like, why were we being like that? I don't know. So no, I don't think I really used nicknames. I didn't use code names because I was just not ashamed to use people's straight up names. I said, I'm talking shit behind your back to your face.
Yeah,
100%. You're actually going to know exactly that I'm talking shit about you.
Yeah, 100%. It's giving back in the day of Twitter inception, when Twitter was first around, okay? there were very few people from my high school on Twitter. We were paving.
I know you were an early adopter.
I was an early adopter. Okay, at this point, I've been on that godforsaken app for almost 20 years, and it's seen me through the highs and lows of almost my entire life. Anyway, back in the day, for those of you who might be younger, you used to be able to text to tweet. Okay, you used to be able to text to tweet, and you also used to be able to set up text alerts for certain people that you followed to get their tweet sent to your phone. Now, we used to use Twitter when we all had like flip phones. We used to use Twitter as group chat messages. We would just at everyone that we wanted and be like, and talk about it, okay? And they would all go to your phones. And we were using full government names of people that we went to high school with, talking shit on Twitter all the time, okay? We were shameless. I go back, I like recently downloaded, not recently, maybe like a while ago, I like downloaded my archive and like went through all of my like 2009 2010 tweets and was like, I need to delete anything that has anyone's full government name.
No, like that's a scary concept.
Like, but it was so fun to just be like tweeting and using Twitter as a group message. And I want you to know that the girlies were innovating. Okay, they were using technology in a way that they did not anticipate that they were going to. I was talking about how I'm like, I could be done with my iPhone, but the thing that I would miss most about my iPhone is the group chat functionality.
Yeah.
I love being in a group chat.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, we didn't have that with just like regular SMS texting.
No.
And so that's upsetting to me, which is why I'm like, my smartphone's kind of going to be buried, entombed with me, like, you know.
Yeah, as my prized possession.
Yeah. Okay, like it's going to the grave.
Will's Twitter archives are being buried with her too.
I have, no joke, I think I have 40,000 tweets.
That's like such a scary number, dude.
It's so scary. The internet did not need to know that much of every single thought that I had. Okay.
No.
Every single thought that I had between the ages of 13 and 32. Enough.
Yeah. I find it terrifying.
I've only recently quit Twitter.
Yeah, you stuck around on Twitter.
I've been there. I'm not so much there anymore these days, but because it's really, really, really dark. It's a dark place to be. I don't find it enjoyable or fun anymore. So yeah, I think it was a sad day when I finally realized that I don't need to spend hours on Twitter anymore.
Sad.
I feel like losing a limb.
She's got phantom limb syndrome.
That was my diary.
100%.
Honestly, that's where you and I really became friends.
Yeah, it is. It is. The Liam Payne back and forth.
So
was like the inception of our like true friendship.
Yeah. So what's a girl to do? Leave that behind? That's devastating.
Can't. Pivotal moments happened on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's funny too, because you think about like so many things that like we say like in like the societal lexicon that like came from Twitter. Like I still say retweet all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, retweet. Like, or like subtweet.
Yeah.
Like a subtweet is just like that's like a thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm subtweeting you, but like not tweeting at all. Like it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's so interesting, like how Twitter of all of like the social media platforms has that. Like I feel like people used to say like reblog for like Tumblr, but like not as much as retweet. And like I don't really feel like there's anything from like Instagram, Facebook that like really has become like a verb or an adverb or whatever.
No. I literally always put the retweet icon as a
Slack emoji.
Like always, because I'm like, this is a perfect reaction.
Yes.
It's a +1, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like, it's so funny to me. Like, Twitter was just like literally,
It was the town square. For the
yes.
longest time, it was the the epitome of being able to find out about the news that was going on in a way
Yeah.
that was in a similar way to like how you go to Reddit for like things where you're like, I need like a real person's perspective on this. So I'm adding
Yeah.
Reddit to the end of all of my
Yep.
searches on Google because I need to know that something that's not an ad, something that someone has not been paid to write about, like I just
Yep.
need someone who is experiencing the same thing as me. And
Exactly.
Twitter used to be like that because you used to be able to geofence things too. Like you used
Hmm.
to just know, like if anything was going on, it was basically the Nextdoor app before they created Nextdoor, before
Yeah.
Nextdoor became a surveillance state. Um, I would hear like a loud noise and I would be like, was that gunshots or was that fireworks? I'm gonna go to Twitter and
No, literally.
what everyone in the neighborhood is talking about because it was so easy to just find people who lived near you and what they were tweeting about. And that just doesn't
Yeah.
happen anymore.
No, it doesn't. There's like no way. Like, you used to be able to like if you saw someone like pulled over or you saw like a car crash, you could literally just like search on Twitter like, oh, Route 495 car crash, and like you could find exactly like what was going on.
And again, like obviously, yeah, it's still mildly a surveillance state, but it was owned by the people and not for entertainment purposes. People were like, I'm logging this because it's important that other people know about it.
Yeah,
And not in a way
exactly.
like, oh, this is gonna go viral and it's gonna be good content fodder, right? Like
And also,
I need to be a person in my neighborhood who's documenting things that are going on so that other people know when they come searching for it.
right. Exactly.
And we need that back. Nextdoor is not doing that. Nextdoor is hell on earth. All
Yes.
social media platforms these days are kind of hell on earth. I'm really, 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 really looking forward to someone building a new social media platform that is exciting.
But it's just almost like, what else is there?
Yeah. I've actually
Because we've had the social media platforms that's text based.
Mhm.
We've had the social media platform that is photo based. We've had the social media platform that is video based. Like, we have had combinations of all of them. Like, I just feel like there's nothing new that could be done. Like, we've already had everything.
Well, Kate, that's a quitter's attitude. Okay? Do you think the person who invented sliced bread said, "You know what? We've invented everything." Okay? What is that famous quote? You don't Henry Ford says you don't ask people what they want because they'll just tell you that they want a faster horse. Okay? But instead they built cars. You have to have an imagination, Kate. You have to be able to think bigger than what's already in front of you.
I just feel like there's only so many modes of communication that, like, what else is there?
I don't know, someone can invent something new.
We've also had voice only app. We had Clubhouse. Like, I just feel like there's literally like,
Well, the new frontier is AI videos. I'll tell you what. And
well, I don't want that.
I'm not joining Sora over my fucking dead body. Will I be on
Yeah.
Sora? Okay. But I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot lately in terms of like the number one place that people always like want to capitalize on. And this is not saying I want to build a social media that is like creating money from this, but like the best place, like I said, is the group chat. I'm going to everyone in my group chat about like what I'm reading. I'm asking for advice. I'm telling them what I like. And like obviously social media and algorithms have you can kind of see how maybe some people can take that as like a big group chat and like influencers are talking about things that they like and you trust certain people and you kind of start to take their opinions more seriously than others. But like I truly feel like there needs to go back to this form of social media that is like truly your friends,
Mm-hmm.
right? And everything is so like algorithm based and it's not based on like who you're following anymore. And so like
Right.
people are tired on Instagram because I'm like, I don't see what you post.
Yeah.
I just see stuff that's piped on my feed. And like, I miss when things were chaotic on Instagram and you were posting a picture of your mac and cheese that you had for lunch with the
Yeah.
Nashville filter. And you were like at Panera and the mac and cheese slaps, right? And we were like,
Right.
fuck yeah, it does. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
That's something that now we send in our group chats, right? And it's not publicized anymore.
Right.
But I do feel like there is something that's missing, that's going back a little bit instead of forward.
Like, let's bring back AIM, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do think that there is like stuff around like Discord or, like chat based kind of social media in that way. But I do think that I'm interested in connecting more deeply with the people that I choose to follow versus just being fed a constant stream of content. Yeah. Being more intentional.
Yeah.
Because I like the people that I follow and I want to see what they're up to because that's why I followed them.
Right.
So, I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
Okay, Nicole's next venture. That's why she's mad at me for not having an imagination, because she's actually going to come up with the next best great social media platform.
Hey, you never know. Crazier things have happened.
Crazier things have happened.
So, well, do you see how they're bringing Vine back?
Are they?
Yeah. They're bringing Vine back. It's called Divine.
Okay.
I haven't really looked into if it's still going to be 6 seconds or if it's going to be like a TikTok-esque competitor. Jack Dorsey is helping revive it. Obviously, Twitter bought Vine back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Got shuttered. And people are excited because they're like, oh my God, Vine says no AI generated content on here.
Okay.
And everyone's like super excited. Yay, no AI. But what they don't realize is that in the fine print, that it's like all of those videos will be used to train AI because they don't want to feed AI slop to the AI because then that makes it bad. So they're like, there's no AI on this platform, but we will be using your content to train the AI so that we can make better AI videos with the stuff that you're creating.
God damn it.
It's so dark. So you think you win, but you don't. I am excited. I do think that there is going to be new genre of like creative that comes out that is very much like counterculture to AI. And I'm excited to see kind of like what this new era of creator looks like in a world where basically anyone can create art or content at the snap of their fingers. So like, how do we continue to create stuff at a higher level than what the machines can make? So while I can't envision what that's going to look like, I do know it's coming. And so while I may not know, Kate, what the next version of social media will look like, I do know that it's out there.
Well, I look forward to seeing what that is. And we'll see if I like it. I don't adopt things very easily.
You're a late adopter for sure.
I'm either a late adopter or I'm a never adopter.
Yeah. I can't relate. I am trying everything all of the time.
I just, I'm a creature of habit. I don't love new things, so I don't tend to venture. And I stay in my little comfort bubble, but also I know myself and I know that I have an addictive personality. And so like there are certain things that I see and I say that actually is not healthy for me. TikTok's one of them. Candy Crush was another.
Candy Crush I had to quit because it got to the point where I would close my eyes at night and I would see Candy Crush behind my eyelids. And I would be like, I couldn't fall asleep at night because my brain was just trying to like do patterns of Candy Crush. And I said, I got to put this down.
Yeah. And that's what I fear.
Yeah.
Of myself. So yeah, I got it. I have to like, because I get very addicted to things.
You do.
I was playing my Switch so much, like my little games, and I was playing them so much that I was like dreaming about them. And I was like, I actually have to stop. I have to get back to the real world.
This is why your therapist told you that you have to stop reading fantasy books before bed too.
Yeah, because I get too into them. And I can't sleep. So I had to start reading boring books before bed so that I get my brain tired, but I can put them down. So if you need any boring books, hit me up.
She's your gal. She's your gal. You've read some nonfiction in that era of your life.
No, just historical fiction.
What was that one? That cultist one?
Oh, Cultish, yeah. Cultish was really good. You're right. You're right. And Amanda Montell nonfiction
You read
is.
another one by her, didn't you?
I read all of her books:
Yeah.
Word Slut, Cultish, and The Age of Magical Overthinking. Really good. You're right. Those are the good nonfictions that I read before bed. But then I transitioned into some more like historical fiction, or like I did read like Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. That was a good one. Ones that aren't like, yeah, it's like the fantasy, like really like action-packed books that I can't necessarily read before bed because I get too invested and I can't put them down. Whereas like another book that's like just not even like they're not boring. They're just like slower. They're not as like suspenseful.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel good about like reading a couple chapters and then putting it down. Which I'm really just not good at in general.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just waiting for Avatar 6 to get back into my crackhead phase.
She said, my therapist won't be hearing from me while I'm reading this book.
What, for the one day? It's gonna take me? Because I literally won't put it down?
The fact that we did read Crescent City 3, almost 1,000 pages in less than 24 hours is kind of insane. So
no, it's scary.
Yeah.
It's concerning.
Yeah.
But I can't wait. I need her to announce the date so that we can plan our next summit because like I'm itching.
Yeah.
I'm itching for another summit where I need it. I need it like lifeblood. That's the substance for me.
She's ready.
Now,
I don't think we're gonna get it until 2027.
Probably about the same time we get Burn of the Everflame.
Yeah, probably.
That fucking bitch. That's my number one enemy, I think. Like, I actually think that Pencole's my number one enemy. And she has no idea.
She said she's trying to get it right and she hasn't finished it yet. Ma'am, you were supposed to have it done July 31st, 2024.
24. Like,
was the initial date that it was supposed to be released. What do you mean it's not done? November 8th.
What do you mean you're still writing it? Like,
hey, what do you mean?
At this point, I'm not reading it. Like, I will actively not read this book. Even if I want to, I won't do it just out of spite. Like, just to prove a point that she'll never get because she doesn't care that I exist. Like, she won't know that I'm boycotting this book, but I'm boycotting it.
We're going to start using her full government name on Twitter. And
we'll just get called out because she's all up in arms over the haters. And I'm like, girl, they're right, though. Like, why are you booing me? I'm right.
Just like Brooke, she's living rent-free in our heads.
I can't. I literally am just like, God, she just wants me to fight her.
She's begging for it.
She's asking for it. She's asking for me to fight her and bully her online. Like, it's just, I don't know what else she wants from me. Patience, I've had it. Understanding, been there. What do you want?
And I've had it up to here.
Like,
I can't, I've hit the ceiling. I can't go any higher. I
have a long fuse.
And you guys know, we have talked about this several times. We are beating a dead horse at this point. We've talked about our hatred. We've talked about our disappointment. We've talked about
It's been like years of us talking about this. And that should show you why we're justified in feeling this way. Because what do you mean?
Another thing I'm feeling justified by is New York.
I know what you're going to say.
Is New York.
I know what you're going to say.
Posting why 2025 sucked. And it's saying that Onyx Storm, the best-selling book this year, was incomprehensible.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Period.
Speak on it. That is like the most accurate thing of all time. Sometimes I think about that book and my blood pressure just goes up.
Every time someone wants to talk to me about it, I say don't. Don't. How about this? Don't. Because I'm just going to get mad about it because you're probably not on my side about this. And then I'm going to have to think less of you then.
Right.
Because
exactly.
you're coming at me and you're telling me that you like Fourth Wing series better than anything Sarah J. Maas has written. I simply can't relate.
Can't relate because I have taste.
I just am like, I feel justified. Thank you so much, New York Magazine.
Like, thank you. That's some real journalism. Real journalism is alive and well.
And thank God for that, because the New York Times, after they posted, "Are women ruining the workplace?" I thought I was over it with New York focused media. Okay, but then New York Mag came in clutch with that. So,
and they said Rebecca Yarros can catch these hands.
You're back in my good grace.
Period. Because how do we know that the dragons are telling us their real names? I'll never forget that. I will never forget that. When she said, "But how do we know that the dragons are giving the humans their real names?"
You're right, bitch.
Why would I think otherwise?
And hey, you're writing the book, so why don't you tell me?
Why don't you tell me, or why don't you put a little Easter egg in there that would give me any reason to doubt that they're giving me the real names? What? God, I hate her.
Number one hater.
Oh, God, I hate her. I just, like...
I posted that on my story today, and my friend slid in. He goes, it was a bad book. I don't know if it was incomprehensible. And he goes, "You're being dramatic." And I said,
explain to me one plot point that happened in that book. Explain one loose end that was tied up by the end of the book. Name one. Name one.
We don't. And I said, "You've known me for 15 years and you don't think that I'm dramatic? Please give me a break."
Like, that's such a bad take. Oh, God. Oh, God.
This because this podcast is going to be another 95 minutes of us just saying "and another thing."
It's just shut up and listen.
And we've already done that, okay?
All we're doing is beating dead horses on this podcast. And you want to know what? That we're allowed because it's our podcast.
You just rebrand to the Dead Horses podcast.
Dead horse beaters.
Episode title is going to be "Beating a Dead Horse." Parentheses again.
Like, a dead horse hates to see me coming.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
But you know what? Here's something.
Like, not again.
Here's something we get to look forward to. Next podcast episode, we get to discuss For Good.
Eek.
And so I'm very excited that we will be getting Wicked for Good. And also kind of big week for you. Now You See Me, Now You Don't, whatever they're calling it, is out as well.
I know. And I'm seeing the Jonas Brothers.
And you're seeing
on Thursday. Which, by the way, I'm bringing this back. The vibes are going back down because I'm going to complain again. I'm pissed off.
It's about Red Jumpsuit Apparatus.
I actually felt like my body convulsed in rage when I saw you sent that. I said, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" The Red Jumpsuit Apparatus was literally my entire personality in 2007. Like, I had 3 posters.
Isn't that the show
around my room?
Did your mom take you to?
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom brought me to see Red Jumpsuit Apparatus in Hawthorne Heights in at Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom.
Beach Casino Ballroom.
Shout out. Great spot. Like, and I made her wait 2 hours after the show was over so that we could meet them and hang out. And I loved them so much. I made a new AIM screen name called XO Ronnie Winter XO. Because I loved him so much. Like, I loved this band. And the fact that the Jonas Brothers would bring Red Jumpsuit Apparatus out at their show the week that I'm going to see them, and it's not my show.
Girl,
is just
don't
like,
even get me started. I'm so pissed off at them. I'm so pissed off at them. This whole fucking tour, they've been bringing people out. And again, on principle, I haven't seen them since the Yankee Stadium debacle of 2024, 2023, 2023, because they said one night only, Yankee Stadium. One night only, we're playing every single song. One night only. Oh my God, I'm going to war for these fucking tickets. Oh, surprise, we're adding a second show. And by the way, now it's a whole tour. Get fucked. What do you mean? And then they didn't even bring out a surprise guest at our show. But then the next night they had like 15 surprise guests. So like the original night that was supposed to be one night only got fucking jack shit. And then the next night and for the rest of the tour, they had like a bunch of surprise guests. And I'm like,
yeah, Big Rob came out that next night. Like,
yeah. So then I was like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Like, I'm actually mad. And now this whole entire tour is what they promised the one night only was going to be. And I'm just like, I'm so mad. So I haven't seen them on this tour. And I'm just like, every person they bring out, I get more and more mad about. I'm like, what do you mean they brought out the main? What do you mean they brought out the Click Five? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I like on my thing, it says Jesse McCartney. So like, is that all I'm getting, or am I going to get a surprise?
No,
he's just an open.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of like what could pop.
Who do you want to manifest at your Jonas Brothers show?
Oh, God. Okay.
It truly could be anyone.
It truly could be anyone.
I feel like we're going to play this game and it has to be like Wordle where we have to go and check if they've already been a surprise guest or if they've already used that word. You know what I'm saying?
So true.
They're like, oh, well, too bad. They were already there in Iowa.
Well, I just am feeling like, okay, who would I want? Like, who can they like get back together? Obviously, if they got the OG Panic at the Disco, I would commit suicide on the spot. Like, I would.
It wouldn't because Ryan hates Brendan.
Ryan would never.
He would never.
It would be great for me. Cobra Starship would be sick for me personally.
Yeah.
I don't know who I want to manifest. My surprise guest appearance manifesting powers are currently being tapped out
for Halsey
at MGK.
Is there anyone like who is of Rhode Island relevance? Like who's a big Rhode Island band?
DJ Pauly D.
They're actually bringing out the entire cast of Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
I'm screaming. I'm screaming.
I'm trying to think like who you could get. Like at this point, it's literally like that bit where Billy Eichner asks someone to name a woman. Like there's just so many possibilities that your brain simply can't.
No, truly.
So now
I just can't believe that they would do that to me and bring out Red Jumpsuit Apparatus this weekend. Like it's not my show. Like,
yeah, that's really tough.
I'm so upset about it. Also, I'm also
kind of note that they are doing a handful of shows with 5 Seconds of Summer. What do you mean? So now I'm mad about that too. The Jonas Brothers are pissing me off lately, but I will say the Christmas movie, I highly recommend watching. I did laugh. I was laughing out loud. So
perfect.
It'd kind of get me back on that one.
Okay, perfect.
Like to say that also traveling on Disney Plus to watch it, you may do so.
What?
If you would like to say that you're traveling, I'm traveling on Disney Plus.
Oh no, we have it now.
Okay.
Because Nick couldn't last without having the sports.
Okay.
But it's also back on YouTube TV now.
Okay, great. Well, I can't wait to hear about it. And obviously, we won't be recording next week. It's Thanksgiving, so I hope that you're hosting, right?
No, we're going to my parents, but I am hosting a little Friendsgiving on Sunday.
Amazing. Well, I hope that goes well.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to hear about it.
I can't wait to hear about yours. Your last Chicago Thanksgiving.
Stop.
Sorry.
It may not be my last Chicago Thanksgiving. It will certainly be my last childhood home Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And that's...
Who knows? Maybe no one will want to buy your house.
Maybe.
Could happen.
I don't know if that would work out for me very well, because then that's less inheritance for me, you know?
You're so right. So fair. So true. We can't have that.
All right. Well, this has been a good episode. I love you so much.
I love you.
Until next time, guys. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to See You on the Internet.
To keep up with the fun between episodes, make sure to follow us at See You on the Internet Pod on both Instagram and TikTok.
And to join in on the fun on the podcast itself, call the Kate Nicole hotline at 646-780-9063 or email us at hi@seeyouontheinternetpod.com.
We'll be back with a new episode soon, but in the meantime, we'll see you on the internet.